Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I want to show you these Real Brush watercolor pens by Arteza. And I tried to answer the question, how well do these Arteza brush pens perform? If you are on social media, you will surely have seen a lot of ads promoting Arteza's art products. They are an American company who also have a website for the UK and they ship their products via Amazon. They also have a lot of special offers on. So on Black Friday I decided to try two of their products as they were significantly cheaper than the recommended retail price. I bought these two small watercolor sketchbooks and this set of 96 real brush pens, which are sold in this handy bag. Let's have a look inside this bag. The bag has also space for additional pens and this water brush pen which you can fill with water. You can also take the pen trays out as they are attached with Velcro, and you can pack a sketchbook instead. It also has a side pocket. "96 colors is a lot. Let's try them out and see what they look like. The colors are really vibrant, and with so many different shades you don't really need to worry about mixing colors. What I found though was that some colors, mostly the paler ones, don't flow that well, and take a while to activate. Let's test some brush marks. The brush is quite soft, and as the color comes out dry, you can create a dry brush effect with it on rough paper. Let's test the color with water. I think it works better when you add the water after you use the pens. Let's try layering the colors. Can you use a black pen with these colors? Let's try this out with a waterproof pen. How do you mix colors with these pens? As these are 96 colors, I don't see the need to mix an extra color. However, these pens are also sold in smaller sets, so they won't have the color you might want. Mixing the colors works better if you add the colors first to the paper and then the water. Here I am using 5 different shades of purple. And here you can see the paper after the colors have dried completely. Let's take a look at the sketchbook. I like the size of the sketchbook and the fact that it has a back pocket and a bookmark. It also looks nice. The paper is thick enough so that you can paint on both sides. And the sketchbook is designed in a way that you get smooth and rough or textured pages. I prefer the rougher pages, but this is also because I mostly use cold pressed paper. What is not so great is that erasing pencil can mark the paper, so if you're using a pencil for the initial drawing, it's best to use it very lightly. I have yet to try alcohol markers with this sketchbook, and I expect the colors to bleed through as they do on most papers. I also want to try traditional watercolors. I had a go at creating these sketches with the Arteza pens. The first one I totally ruined because I wasn't really sure how laying down the background works. So I tried this robin again, but I was more careful with the background. For the white bits I used a wax resist stick. If I would paint this robin again, I would use my normal watercolors and a big brush for a more even application. This frog is painted on smooth paper. Again, I am not happy with the background and there was a lot of unwanted bleeding in the eyes. I do like the colors though. The cat is also painted on a smooth page. And I messed up by not waiting long enough for the paint to dry, which I find difficult to see with the brush pens. For the kingfisher I tried more finer strokes with the point of the brush to create the illusion of feathers. The puppy is painted on a smooth page and I had a few mishaps with the outline. The blue tit is a bit of a mixed affair. It's painted on a rough page. I made a few mistakes here, and if I would paint this bird again, I would go about it differently and use less color in wet. I would also use more fine brush strokes with the point of the brush pen. I will keep practicing with the pens until I get the hang of it. Working with Arteza's Real Brush pens takes practice. The colors are really nice and you can use basic watercolor techniques with them. The pens work on smooth and rough texture. However, I noticed that you often have to reactivate the flow of the colors and the paler colors don't flow as well as the darker ones, and you can't splatter the colors from the brush. You are also limited by the size of the brush to a certain set of brush strokes, and it's impossible to wet a large area and add the color to it without making it really streaky and messy. For this technique, traditional colors and big brushes are still the best option. If you want to learn how to paint with watercolors, I would recommend to buy watercolor tubes in primary colors and a variety of brushes. I also found it impossible to correct mistakes or lifting out color. Because you can't see the ink inside the pens, it's hard to tell how long the pens last until they run out. Once they are empty, they can't get refilled. It would be great if Arteza would make these in a transparent barrel and generally make them refillable. I don't see this happening though, as Arteza sells these pens now in individual colors in a set of 4 of the same color, so you can replace empty pens. I think these brushes make a nice addition to your art supply collection and come in handy for traveling when you don't have space. If you want to try out the Arteza Real Brush pens, I recommend to start with a smaller set and see how you get on with them first, before committing to a bigger set. 96 pens are a lot, and you might not need all colors. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, let me know below and I will do my best to reply. If you want to support my channel, you can do so by sharing, liking and subscribing to it. Thanks for watching and happy painting. Until next time.